Are you ready for some football? With NFL coverage ramping up, there's been a lot of attention focused on a player who's not on the roster. Colin Kaepernick, the former 49ers quarterback, remains unsigned. It's unclear whether that's due to his on-field performance or his polarizing politics. Regardless, the media has turned him into a cause célèbre.
For the land and of the free.
Taking a knee during the national anthem. Colin Kaepernick became a media sensation last season. He called it a protest against injustice in America.
I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed.
But Kaepernick's protest and his statements polarized fans, sparking a fierce backlash.
You should never play another down in the NFL again. Move to Canada.
After a dismal season, the San Francisco 49ers cut Kaepernick, and to date, no team has been willing to sign him. His supporters say NFL owners are deliberately shunning a talented player.
Go in the dictionary, the word might be collusion.
Many in sports media are making that suggestion too, calling Kaepernick a moral dilemma for the NFL, on par with the concussion crisis. But then again, the NFL had no problem keeping dozens of other players who protested the national anthem last year. Maybe Kaepernick has polarized the media too.
Yeah, I hear that, because he also hired back people like Michael Vick who abused dogs. So there's no question in my mind that this is retribution, both on the part of the media and the NFL owners. They didn't like his behavior. He took them to the Super Bowl in 2015.
The Daily Caller, of all places, I thought had a very good analysis of that. And what the writer said about this situation is that Kaepernick's problem is that he isn't good enough for any team to want to risk the controversy.
Right.
He would be good enough to be a backup quarterback at this point in his career, but nobody wants to take on this type of controversy for a backup quarterback. They'd be willing to do it if he were still a star, but he's not at this point.
Yeah, it does seem... Controversy aside, it seems like a business decision. How much more effort, energy, and money do they have to pour into keeping the focus on the game if he's on the team?
I'm maybe the biggest football fan here, so I will express the opinion that Colin Kaepernick could easily be a starting quarterback in this league. ESPN just this week came out with a ranking that said he was better than 8 starting quarterbacks, as well as 32 backup quarterbacks. I don't think there's any doubt that this is, you can call it retribution, or you can call it a conservative business mindset that says, why would we risk anything that will anger some segment of our fans? And as for sports media, you know, we live through Deflategate. We know that sports media likes to get its teeth into something and then fill hours and hours of airtime. And Kaepernick has become the social issue of the day and performed that role.
Even on GBH this afternoon, driving in, I heard it.
Well, it's really not the media doing it, though. The Kaepernick story is very interesting. 1,000 people showed up at a rally saying, you know that you are blackballing him. You know it. NFL, as Reverend Jamal Bryant said, you're okay with a concussion, but not with a guy that has a conscience. Come on. This is what this is about. How about the rest of these team members? 70% of this league is black. Some of the rest of these high rollers need to stand up, too. They know exactly what his point was, which is that he's talking about the killing of unarmed black men. Let's not forget why he took the knee, why he stood down. And by the way, veterans said, we fought so that you have the right to stand up and say what you want to say, or sit down in this case. So this is all some BS. We all know that. And it's a very interesting story, by the way. So I don't think it's a hype by the media. It's other people who are very interested in the case and are going to keep it going. And by the way, Colin Kaepernick pledged $1 million to causes that would work to support working against this kind of thing, and he's given away $800,000. So he's walking the walk, he's talking the talk, he took the risk, he knew what it was about, and that's a darn good story.
And he did say that he would not do the knee again this season. He's already made that announcement. And by the way, the Jaguars did say that they would consider him.
He would definitely be in the league if he had any other name.
And there are other athletes who are now saying they will take a knee, and no one's fussing about them.
How about the ones that have killed people or beat them or
their
raped
wives?
them?
Yeah.
Come on. How about, they've hired them.
Michael Vick.
Yeah.